Hi, Carol here from Tiny Space Health, and today I'm here with Hannah.
Hello.
Yeah, and we're doing What Do I Do with the Hand Weights Chest Edition. Three different exercises for the chest. So you can lie on the floor. Hannah's going to do it. I'm just going to talk you through it. We've got a whole set of weights here. Hannah's going to use 4s today, but you don't just use, if you haven't done this, use whatever's right for you. I'm going to do about 12 repetitions. So she's lying there with her feet up, and sort of, bracing through the core, which is the cool thing to do. Yes and no. All right, so she's going to bring the weights out to the side. So because this is a fairly compound exercise, you can probably do a bit heavier than if you did, when we're doing flies. So she's going to have because she's on the floor here, she's got in exactly the right position to start off with, and she's going to push up. And eye gaze up, pushing up for 2 and down for 2. Okay, so this is what we do with the hand weights, pushing up for 2 and down for 2. So
this is a chest press, isn't it?
Yes, it's a chest press, a dumbbell chest press, because it's dumbbells, and we're working the chest. So try to just mainly keep your eye gaze focused up. Always control the weight going both ways. You're counting, aren't you?
Yes.
I'll let her count today. Usually I count, but I'm just talking through it. Legs are up and bent like that because that helps support your back a little bit better rather than having your legs straight. If you've got a bench to lie on, go for that. But, being there on the ground is fine as well. But you only just tap your elbows to the floor and up. Don't rest them in between. How are we going?
I think that was 11.
Okay, so we're on 12?
We're on 12.
Okay, so then just have a break. So if you can do about 12 of those, that would be really cool. We just sort of 10, 12, that's what we're staying with, because if you're fairly new to doing weights and if you've just got the weights at home and you're like, oh, what do I want to do? Just do about that many, and then you would have a little break for about 30 seconds and then go into the second set. So you do a second set of 12. Don't worry about it, Hannah, you're not going to do that today. But that's what you would do. And then you would go on to the next exercise, okay? And as you get better, you would try to do 3 sets with about 10 to 12 reps. And and if you feel like you get to 12 and it's like, piece of cake, easy, pie, use a heavier weight. Or if you haven't got a heavier weight, that throat's going, just do more reps, okay? Because sometimes you're limited by what weights you have as well.
I'm going to change my weights for the next exercise down to freeze.
Okay, so the next exercise for the chest is the chest flies. So you would, if you've used for your presses, you've done say 2 sets of the presses, you're going to need to go a little bit lighter. So Hannah's going down to 3s.
Yep.
So just so whatever weight you use, go a little bit lighter. So the arms go up, bend the knees, bracing through the abs. I've got to make sure I stay down here so my head's on camera. I just remembered that. Don't chop my head off. So coming out, but a slight bend in the elbows as she does it, and keeping the eye gaze up. Out for 2, in for 2. Controlling it both ways. So keeping a slight bend in those elbows and bringing it back in. She doesn't really like this one, so look at that lovely face. All right, how many have we done?
This is the 5th one.
The 5th one? Yeah. So, control. You can do it. So just, So, also, if you're doing this and you're like, oh, that's too hard, and it's getting, just even if you do 6 reps, it doesn't matter. At the start, or even less, you just do what you can and come back in. But if you get to about, 6 and it's really heavy, try to go lighter, okay? Go lighter weights, because this is a lot harder than the chest press one, because we're sort of isolating the muscles a little bit more. Are you okay? I'm not counting. Last one? Was that the last one?
That was the last one.
She makes really great faces. It's good. That's why I like sitting here and doing this and not doing it and actually just being the PT. Awesome. So, just like that. So, you would do that, and hopefully you've just done them with us, and then you have a little break. All right, so maybe 30 seconds, shake it out, little stretch if you want, come up, have a little stretch through the chest, which is just, leaning out like this. If you're sitting up, it doesn't matter, she can just stay there. So just a little stretch, and then come back down and do it again, do a second set. Okay, so, but we're not doing that today, but you will do it. And third exercise for the chest is overhead.
I'm going to stick with these weights.
So we're just doing our overhead pull, which is for the chest. So she's going to stay with those weights, go over and back. Now, you might need to go a bit lighter with this for starters because it's not something we normally do. Yeah, so it's just coming, slight bend in the elbows there, coming over and back. Is that too heavy for you?
Nope.
Okay. She's a toughie. All right,
strong.
All right. So how many are we up to?
This is number 5.
Okay, so don't go too fast. Down for 2 and controlling it up for 2. So if you haven't used weights before, this one is probably going to feel a little bit odd. I would say probably go a little bit lighter than she's gone. If you you go down a little bit lighter, just until you get used to the movement, because it's going to feel a bit odd. It's not a normal thing we do every day, but it's quite a nice little chest exercise. How are we going?
Good. This is number 10.
Number 10. Nice and slow, coming all the way back up. That's right. And back down. Always remember bracing through the abs down there. And she's nearly done. Last one. Excellent. So overhead extensions or overhead press. It's called lots of different things, but you saw that anyway. So once again, do it as many as you feel, around about 10 to start off with, a break in between, another set. So hopefully at the start you're going to do about 6 sets. We've done 3, but you would do 2 of each and then have a little break and make sure at the end, so we have a bit of a stretch. So Hannah, you can just sit up beside me here. I'll just come here. And if we're just sitting on the floor, because if we stand up, our head will be chopped off by the camera, won't it? So we just do a chest, so just roll the shoulders first. Do a little shoulder roll and back again. So if you can always stick stretches on the end, like we do when we train, we do, don't we?
We always do.
We do, because and you're going to be good too. And do your stretches. Don't just do your weights and then just leave it. No.
Gotta do your stretches.
Gotta do stretches. So roll the shoulders. And then I'm probably going to whack into you, but anyway, do that one. No, I won't do. I'll go back here. You can do that one and just whack me in the face. So 2 different versions of a chest stretch here. I'm going to push up with my fingers here, lifting up and pushing my shoulders back. Hannah's going to do the Titanic one. So chesting, pushing the shoulders back and opening up the chest. And if you feel like you need a little bit more of a stretch, what you do is you sort of look up a little bit and you sort of feel like that stretch through the front of your chest. Okay. And we just stay there for a bit. And and then that'll do. And shake it out. And okay, so you've done okay. And I like these videos because I don't really have to do much except for talk. So, so thanks for joining us. Hopefully that was helpful. We're just keeping it to 3 exercises with these series of videos because sometimes that's best. Just keep it fairly simple. Yeah. Well, we like to do that. Keep it pretty simple, don't we? Yeah. Okay, and thanks for joining us and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye.